Shut up, you wally dog, you. Well, I got to say, it's a gorgeous sight. I didn't realise you'd be actually down on the beach itself.
Well, we asked the harbour master if we'd come down here, and he'd give us a...
And he was a good man for you.
Yeah.
Cool, Willie.
Over there, you get a good shot.
Now, we should get your names on camera, so I won't have to remember any of this now, so that'll be great. What's your...
Sean.
Sean, lovely Chucky.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie.
I'm Keith.
Keith. And I looked up online now, you meet every 2 weeks in the Country Dale pub back home.
That's right, yeah.
Has it been like 10 years? I don't know how long, I couldn't find out the age of the club.
1994 we were first formed. We were formed by a couple from Speke, which is in the suburbs of Liverpool.
Right.
But we've been at the Dales for possibly about 8 years now, haven't we?
Nice.
But we have moved around in a few venues in Liverpool. But as I say, like it's been going a fair while.
Well, it's a beautiful idea too, because I know I have a Beetle now, and Beetle clubs are very common, but I hadn't heard of a Land Rover club before, and obviously they're a classic car and much loved. So I don't know whether it took a while for that to get traction, or whether suddenly there was like 7 people, 8 people. Was it? I don't know. At the beginnings, was it quite slow, or?
In the beginnings we had about 14 members, I think.
Okay.
At our peak we had about 70, 75. Now we've got about 45, 46, something like that.
That's great.
So it's swings and roundabouts. It goes up and down.
I love the fact you mentioned just before the cameras rolled that there is, people are always, I think, chuffed to see if it's a Rove Morris Minors or Rove Land Rover. Just seeing a bunch of people together who love one car is kind of a lovely sight. But you were saying it's not always the case that people are happy. You get that sort of mod reaction, like you might as well be mods sort of revving up your motorbikes heading off down the pier. You were saying Wales, parts wasn't particularly welcoming. That must be rare though, because I would imagine 99% of people are just chuffed to see.
Well, in Wales it's not that rare.
Right.
In Wales is the biggest problem because of the Welsh being Welsh and us being English club. There's that added to the fact that they see it as friction because we're going on their lanes. But the big problem is a lot of the walkers, like Sean just said, they've got 42,000 miles of footpaths. Right. And there's about 2,000 miles of motorised track. They want to walk on our motorised track. We don't go on their footpath. They walk on our roads.
It's a little bit the armrest. I'd rather push for the one I have to share rather than the one I have to myself. You get a bit of that sort of psychology. Now you're here. You arrived last Sunday. You said you're heading next Sunday. Would the idea of these trips now just to be kind of literally, it's obviously a nice holiday for yourselves, but would you be hoping to spread the word a little bit, or is there kind of an idea behind let's go travelling together?
Well, we've met up with the Club Land Rover Ireland, which we met them over in England at the Land Rover shows. The Land Rover shows that they come over to, and we met up with them there and arranged to come over, meet up with them and spend some time.
I know Land Rover, their reputation's still a good one. I know that Volkswagen now, to their shame, got kind of a slap across the back of the head for being stupid about emissions. But I don't think Land Rover always just seemed to be a pretty healthy. I'm guessing every car company has their ups and downs financially, but it seems to be a healthy place. I don't know if it's still kind of
at the
regarded.
moment, and especially now that it's also a Jaguar Land Rover. It's Liverpool based now.
Oh, great.
They make the Evoque and the Discovery Sport, so sort of Land Rover have arrived on our doorstep now, which was the old Ford factory.
That's kind of nice.
So that's helped a little bit. That's definitely,
I should ask too. I mean, given that Liverpool has a tiny reputation for being a lot of Irish roots, I don't know if you guys, any of you have Irish roots or have...
Yeah, I've got a Murphy in my family. My mum was Murphy.
Good man.
So,
you're part of the Murphy.
But it's.
Sean's an Irish name, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, great granddad.
Well, we must. We'll give people the links now to your website and all that, and they can keep an eye on. Hopefully, if you're back around again, those with their. And there would be.
We'll certainly be back. And as I say, we've certainly enjoyed the country, and we've certainly enjoyed the people and
Rock
the beer.
and roll. Hey!